my spoiler-free review for Project Hail Mary, which I'm going to do live on the show, Tarek.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's run the trailer so you guys know what the heck I'm talking about. This movie, Project Hail Mary, the basis of the movie is they send this scientist out in space to find out a secret of a dying star. And when he wakes up, he realizes he doesn't remember why he was out there. There you go. That's the spoiler-free premise right there. Let's talk about it right now. And I really liked the movie, man. I was afraid that this was going to be like another one of those space disaster movies. What was it Armageddon? What was the other one that had to land
Deep
on
Impact.
which one?
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact, of all those kinds of, we've seen those already, you know what I mean? And so when I first read the premise of the movie, I was like, man, this is one of those movies again. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to see that. But I got the screener and I was like, all right, you know what? It's Ryan Goslin. The trailer was cool. I didn't see that this final version of the trailer with all that stuff at the end there that it showed. I didn't even see that, so I was already intrigued by the movie. I was like, all right, cool, watch the screener, right? So I watched it with my wife. Who my wife is a super critic of movies. You know what I mean? And man, like the humanity in it and the struggle of, and his perspective of just being a dude that he just wants to teach kids, and he got shoehorned into this thing and saving the earth because of something, his knowledge of microbiology. The premise is very, very heartwarming and relatable. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Even though it's about a gentleman who he is a loner, practically. He's in his work, his teaching work, and doesn't like to interact with other people. And this situation forces him out of his shell. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And of course, being thrust as the only person who can actually go to the job and take on the risk of dying out there, trying to figure out what the mystery is, why all those suns are, while the stars are dying. It's just an interesting premise. Like, I'd never seen any other movie like really been the challenge or the plot challenge of the movie ever presented like that before. So it's very unique in its presentation. And then from there, it's just he wakes up, he doesn't remember who he was, and the movie starts like that. Like, you don't even know what the plot is. You know what I mean? So you start the movie with him with the amnesia. He's in the middle of nowhere, but like years away. He figures out he's in a spaceship. He doesn't even know why he's there, and he's trying to figure out. And he finds a bunch of dead astronauts with him. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel like spoiling a little bit, Speedy. But go ahead.
That's just the beginning of the movie. Then it's fine. Yeah, and the trailer already pretty much shows you a lot of that anyway.
It did not, but go ahead. Continue.
But I really enjoyed the movie. It's very heartwarming. It's a very human movie, even though it's based in space. And a lot of sci-fi tropes, and or not really tropes per se. It's a sci-fi movie, it's definitely presented in this unique way. Even the characters that you're introduced to later on, without spoiling anything, they are presented in a unique way, and it's just all interesting and fresh. And there is no galactic menace per se or anything like that, but it's just a very refreshing movie and very well done, and it grabs you and doesn't let you let go until the end of the movie, man. And that's all you really want from a movie, man. So it might be probably the best movie of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Early in March.
And there's no super action, you know what I mean? There's no big battle or anything like that. It's not that kind of movie. But man, it's really well done. It's really well done. It challenged you. It even challenged you on an intellectual level because he's talking about all the scientific things and stuff like that. And it's hard not to get engaged with it. Really hard.
Yeah. Luis Gonzalez of the Geek Culture Conjures calls it intriguing.
Yes, I do.
He says it's fresh.
I had a whole week to think about this, okay? So this has been like a whole week that I've watched this movie, and I had to sit on thinking about what I was going to review it.
Yeah.
And walking out of it, I really wanted to give it a 4 out of 5. But, man, now really thinking about it, after I've consumed it, like, this is one of the movies I wouldn't mind watching again, and it has a bunch of quotable stuff.
Okay.
So it's very memorable. Just a great overall movie. And I think just the way it's presented too, even though it's not some big action flick, you got to watch it in the movie theater. Just the way it's presented, because it's that sci-fi and out in outer space. And
will this be an IMAX, or is it an IMAX?
I think, I watched it in IMAX in the screener that I got. But yeah. So I honestly, I could not tell you right now, after sitting on a week after watching the movie, I cannot tell you a flaw in this movie.
Okay.
There you go. And that's me. Even if I didn't like it, I couldn't tell you a flaw, but I really enjoyed it.